the official bottled water of the Chicago Black.
Tom Collins presents the all-new John Hancock Champions on Ice, featuring all your favorite Olympic and world champions. Michelle Kwan, Sasha Cohen, Elvis Stoico, Timothy Gable, Johnny Weir, and more. Plus incredible acrobatics, breathtaking displays that'll leave you on the edge of your seat. Plus the lights, the music. This ain't your mama's ice show. This is John Hancock Champions on Ice.
Wrap yourself in sheer luxury and unshakable confidence while the stars look on in envy. The 2005 Jaguar X-Type, the only cure for temptation is to surrender to it. Can you resist? Allow your Jaguar dealer to indulge you in the most exquisite sales experience in the industry.
Today, Paul Konerko leads the White Sox into another Cactus League matchup against the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. White Sox Angels today at 2. Get your game on the new home of the White Sox, Comcast Sportsnet.
Yesterday at Tucson, Mark Buehrle and the Sox shut down Kansas City en route to their 8th win in the last 10 games. And today, 21-year-old right-hander Brandon McCarthy looks to do the same against Mike Scioscia's Angels. It's White Sox baseball next on Comcast Sportsnet. We are coming to you from Tempe Diablo Stadium, where this afternoon Comcast Sportsnet presents White Sox baseball. It's Paul Konerko, Scott Podsednik, and the Sox as they get set to bump heads with Vladimir Guerrero, Garrett Anderson, and Mike Scioscia's Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Hi, everybody, and welcome. With DJ Darren Jackson, I'm Ken Harrell, as we get set to bring you today's game on a beautiful afternoon here in the Phoenix area. Sox coming in at 10-8. Yesterday, Mark Buehrle was just beautiful against Kansas City, when he was 18 up and 18 down, 6 perfect innings. But this afternoon, our fans are going to have a chance to see this 21-year-old, 6'7" right-hander, Brandon McCarthy.
Well, the way I've looked at it, most people are looking at this being an education for Brandon McCarthy through spring training, but the only thing that's been educated is us, the broadcasters, the fans, the coaching staff. Here's a kid that had a lot of confidence coming in, and he's proven that he can back it up. He's 3-0 this spring, been pinpoint almost every inning that he's been out there. Don't look for anything to change. He's going after the Angels once again.
All right, sit back, relax, and strap it down. Brandon McCarthy on the bump, and DJ will be back with the rest of the starting lineups.
The American Revolution drives into March, and we're bringing our A-game with the Chevy NCAA March Madness event. Leave your checkbook at home and take advantage of 0 down payment, 0 due at signing, and 0 security deposit on this great offer. Qualified lessees can lease an 05 Trailblazer 4-wheel drive LS for around $325 a month. Residency restrictions apply. Call for lease details. Big deals for the big dance. Hurry, ends March 31st. See your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Chevy dealers.
Chicagoans love their pizza. That's why you come to Giordano's, some for 30 years now. We use only the finest ingredients to make Giordano's famous stuffed pizza, our equally famous thin crust pizza, plus salads, pastas, sandwiches, and more. Come on into Giordano's and celebrate 30 great years with us. Giordano's famous stuffed pizza. We made it good. You made it famous.
He broke it off. Who? Him.
5:30, 6:30, whatever you say. Right on the money. That would be excellent. Absolutely.
Okay, I think your turn is up.
But this is the only place I can get a good signal on my cell phone.
Mister,
Fine, Jerry.
don't make me come up there.
Jerry, I think I'm going to lose you.
Need a better network? Switch to US Cellular and take our Best Network Challenge for 30 days. Then you'll be sure it's the best network for you. It's one more way we connect with you. US Cellular.
welcome back to Tempe Diablo Stadium in Tempe, Arizona, where the Anaheim Angels are hosting your White Sox on the, Kelvin Escobar has charged that mound, so that means it will be time right now to go ahead and bring to you Ozzie Guillen's batting order, brought to you by Southwest. Top of the order, Speedy Scott Podsednik, followed by Tadahito Iguchi. Ross Claude bats third today as a designated hitter. Paul Konerko, he's at first base. And then you get the Timo Perez, Joe Creedy, Ryan Sweeney, Jamie Burke does the catching, and Wilson Alvarez at shortstop. Kelvin Escobar this spring is 0-1 and 13.5 earned run average, just 2 innings pitched. Escobar, the team is very familiar with Escobar. They have seen him over the years with Toronto and now with these Angels. Last season, Escobar was 11-12 with Anaheim, but he had a nice 3.93 earned run average. You see the conditions today, 71 degrees. Forecast is sunny, so it's a nice day here in Tempe. Our umpires today, Paul Schreiber. He is at home plate. Around the bases, Darrell Cousins, Mike Winters, and Bob Davidson. Well, the Sox come in with a 10-8 record after a slow start. They have been playing some baseball, whereas Anaheim, they've been leading everything down here for a while. They are 12-7 in the Cactus League. That's enough for me as we're ready for that first hitter. I'm also ready for my partner, Ken the Hawk Harrelson.
All right, DJ, thank you. And indeed, once again, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to White Sox baseball right here on Comcast Sportsnet. So happy you can join us. And as we said before, we're going to have every game for the rest of the spring, with the exception of the 27th, coming your way right here over Comcast Sportsnet. So here we go with Scott Podsednik. Scotty hitting .407 on the spring, as he takes first pitch strike from the 28-year-old hard-throwing right-hander Kelvin Escobar. Outfield spread out slightly to the left as there's a breaking ball strike. And the count 0-2. Last year with Milwaukee, Scotty a .244 hitter, 12 homers, 39 knocked in, but he stole 70 bases. Sox have won 8 out of the last 10. There's a chopper, and that's foul.
Boy, you talk about a very important key to success for the Sox this year. We're looking at him right there on your screen, Scott Podsednik. If he is healthy and improves upon that .244 batting average, gets it up somewhere, I'd say in the .280 range, look out. He's going to score himself a ton of runs. The guys behind him hoping to drive him in with consistency.
As a chopper, 2-hopper. Shortstop, Eric Ivar. Well, you know, Scotty was our guest in the booth yesterday, and we were talking about that .244 average and still being able to steal 70 bases. And I'd like to check. In fact, we'll talk with
number 15, Tadahito Iguchi.
Bob Bechtel and Scott Reifert, Pat O'Connell, and our guys to see, get them to check up and see what's the most stolen bases for the lowest batting average. That's got to be close.
It's got to be up there, no question.
Yeah, I mean, everybody in the ballpark knows, you know, when you get a .244 average and you steal 70 bases, everybody in the ballpark knows you're going.
Well, generally, somebody stealing 70 bases or more, they're close to a 300 hitter.
Yeah. Tadahito fouls that one out of play. And the count 1-1. Tadahito hitting a .276 on the spring. Last year for Fukuoka, hit .333, 24 homers, and knocked in 89. Along with 18 stolen bases. Hit him on the fist. Good pitch. Pops him up. Erstad coming on. Now it's Benji Molina. Benji Molina, one of the most underrated players in the American League.
Not by the opponents.
No.
Just by those that kind of just sit back and watch the game. You really wouldn't know him that well, but you don't want to come to the bat with a big RBI out there, and he's great behind the plate.
He is a good player. Here's Ross Lode, our DH. Ross last year hit .321, 7 homers, drove in 44. Good rip. And here at Tempe Diablo Stadium, 340 down the left field line, 360 down the right field line, and 420 straight away center. It's a big ballpark. A lot of real estate out there. Watch out.
Always very effective for a pitcher, too. Make a hitter move his feet a little bit.
Two and one. Joey Cora, the coach at third. Tim Raines, the coach at first. And Paul Konerko on deck.
Oscalode finished the season with a 16-game hitting streak, which will carry over to the next season, which is always a strange thing to me. Those streaks keep going the next year.
Big hack, no contact. SRO. Standing room only here at Tempe this afternoon.
Oh, yeah. Also a very good restaurant in the South Loop. Tommy and the boys. Oh, yes. SRO.
1-2-3 inning for Escobar. After a half inning of play, it's the Sox nothing, and the Halos coming to bat.
This is my city, the second city, the Windy City. I'm a thrill seeker and a soul searcher. Life is good, especially in my Ford Escape. It's perfect for my busy schedule. Parallel parking, avoiding traffic, and renegade pedestrians. My Escape is 100% SUV with tons of room, a 6-disc MP3 player, plus the power and handling I need, and it's still fuel efficient. Hey, my Escape has it all.
Get 0% financing or $2,000 cash back, plus $1,000 Ford credit bonus cash on Ford Escape. Built for Chicago. Built for the...
Century Tile has Chicagoland's largest flooring selection with over 10,000 styles and patterns, all in stock, so you don't have to wait. And we guarantee Chicagoland's lowest prices. So what could be better? How about professional installation? So if you need a new floor, there's just one choice to make. When you think of tile, think Century Tile.
See Century for DuPont Masterlife Carpet by Mohawk, the premier performance carpet. More durable even after repeated cleanings. DuPont Masterlife stays beautiful year after year.
Buying a new home? Shopping for a mortgage? When you're comparing two good mortgage companies, how do you choose? Pick the mortgage company that offers the lowest rate and fees. At Guaranteed Rate, our low rates have turned the mortgage industry upside down. Visit our website where we post a true rate and fee comparison of 10 leading lenders. And if we're not the lowest, we'll pay you $500. Call us at 866-934-RATE. That's 866-934-RATE. Guaranteed Rate. Lowest rate, guaranteed.
Covering the Bases, presented by Bank of America. Thursdays at 7, only on Comcast Sportsnet.
We're here in the bottom of the first with no score, and time to take a look at Mike Scioscia's batting order, brought to you by Southwest. Erstad, Devannon, and Guerrero. Anderson, Quinlan, and Molina. Sorensen, Ibar, and Figgins. On the mound, big Brandon McCarthy. 3-0 spring, no runs allowed in his 10-plus innings of work he has been dealing, has Brandon, and he's ready to go after these Angels for the second time in a week.
So here's the 30-year-old first baseman, outfielder, all-purpose player, Darren Erstad. Last year hit .295, 7 homers, and 69 for the Halos, and stole 16 out of 17 bases. Angels hitting at .287 on the spring with that 12-7 mark. They have a 3.94 team ERA, and they have 26 stolen bases. Last year, the Halos stole 143. High into short left field. Ryan Sweeney coming on. 20-year-old youngster makes the catch. 1 down. All our fans out there watching, that young number 76 right there, going to be one heck of a player.
Yes, he is. Last year, he was voted in the minor leagues for the Sox, the best hitting prospect, Ryan Sweeney.
Here's Jeff Devannon. Jeff last year hit .277, 7 homers, knocked in 34. Another all-purpose player. As we talked in our telecast on the 15th with these Halos, this is a deep ball club. Maybe the deepest in the American League. They have a lot of depth, and it is a good ball club.
And they are a team that's made a lot of changes from spring training last year to spring training this year. Lots of players gone, a lot in.
There's a strike.
Some of the more popular Angels gone are David Eckstein, Troy Glaus, Troy Percival, Ben Weber. Lots of guys gone.
Now, you know, we talk about the 3 ingredients for being a successful operation. You got to have a good owner. They've got one, and it's Artie Moreno. You got to have a good GM. They've got one in Bill Stoneman. And you got to have a good manager, and they've got one in Mike Scioscia. So a full count. Yeah, this is a good ball club. No mistake about it. The ball hit hard into right. Timo is right there, playing him perfectly.
Well, here's a guy that doesn't matter what league he's playing in, he's going to show you he's one of the best in the business as the American League reigning MVP.
Guerrero, last year, 337, 39 long ones, 126 knocked in.
And this is one of those hitters also, if you're Brandon McCarthy, you don't try and just make perfect pitch after perfect pitch. Guerrero can hit the outside, down and away, up and away, down and in, up and in, down the middle. You just pretty much got to hope you throw a good pitch and let him get himself out, because he knows no strike zone.
Well, we're watching him take BP today. And as we mentioned, this is a big ballpark. But for Vladimir Guerrero, I don't care where you're talking about. Right, center, left center. He can shorten you up in a hurry. Watch out. Right line drive right to Tahlil. 1-2-3 inning, a hard 1-2-3 inning for Brandon McCarthy, and after one, no score.
Spell simplicity.
Simplicity. F-E-L-D-C-O. Simplicity.
Close enough.
Call 866-4-FEL-DCO.
Replacing your old windows, siding, and doors is simple. Just call Feldco for top quality at a low factory direct price. Installed by polite, hard-working professionals.
Simplicity.
Feldco.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866-4-FELDCO.
When you've been recognized by J.D. Power & Associates as the most dependable heavy-duty full-size pickup truck, there's no need to be bashful. GMC Sierra, professional-grade engineering. It's not more than you need, just more than you're used to.
All spring training long, turn to Sports Night on Comcast Sportsnet for in-depth reports. Our crew brings you the latest news and interviews straight from Mesa and Tucson. Spring training reports on Sports Night, presented by United, every night at 6:30, 10 and midnight, only on Comcast Sportsnet. Chicago sports fans, go to ComcastSportsNet.com for game times, sports schedules, breaking news, nightly show guest lineups, and daily topics. It's where you get the weigh-in live. Get your game online at ComcastSportsNet.com.
Well, no score here in the top of the second, and the importance of defense is very evident here. Yes, Brandon McCarthy chucks and ducks, basically, but Higuchi, perfect placement. They knew where to play Guerrero.
It'll be Konerko, Perez, and Creedy to face Calvin Escobar. Escobar, 6'1", 230 pounds. There's an exploding bat. Zach Sorensen will throw him out.
Well, Escobar has already shown he's going to try and get in on the hitters, and no problem here for Paulie. Ball just tailing in on it.
And you can gear up for spring training at WhiteSox.com. Shop WhiteSox.com for the widest selection of White Sox jerseys, caps, t-shirts, collectibles, and more. Shop WhiteSox.com today. Timo can't get it. Escobar in his career, 69 up, 67 down. But he's really got a better arm than that record.
You know, he's one of those guys that he can step out here today and face 12 batters and make them all look bad. And at the same time, he can face 12 batters and give up 6 runs. You just never know.
Well, when he's thrown strikes against us, he has been effective. When he's been 2-0-3-1, he has had no chance. Now, he's got a really good arm, but he's not one of those guys. That ball hit hard in the center field. Devannon going back. He got a good jump. Can't get there. That is a long way that Timo Perez just hit that double.
You've been saying how big this ballpark is, and Devannon had a long way to run to catch up to it. The wind's blowing out towards center, and if you don't just turn and go, you're not going to drift with it and catch it, and that was the case for Devannon. They kind of rode with that ball. They kept just sailing away with him, away from him with the wind.
So here's Creedy. Watch out. Escobar in his career against our Sox is 1-8 with a 6.96 ERA.
And I'll guarantee that. How many innings? Does it say how many innings?
Yeah. He has got 54 and a third innings, 42 earned runs.
Yeah, and 54 and a third innings. He's probably thrown about 40 good innings out of all of that. He has bad innings that just kill him. He allows some base runners and the big hits because of those base runners being out there.
How about last year? Last year he goes out there first 4 or 5 innings. We had absolutely no chance. Get to the top of the 5th. He couldn't get anybody out.
That's it. And that's what's happened to him in his career. That's why he has the just 2 wins over 500. But he has a lifetime, I think, 5 earned run average. This is a guy that can just go out and shut you down or just give everything up. But he is, as Hawk pointed out, got a great arm. And I know it was a top priority for the Angels to acquire him last year, before last season, when he was a free agent. They really wanted this guy's arm. They thought that they could get him here and get things going the right way for him.
Two and 1. And of course, then you go to another right-hander on his ball.